Today, we're taking a really targeted look at AI-driven business systems. Specifically, we're diving deep into the commercial material for a product called the AI Scale Stack.
Right.
And our mission isn't just to summarize their sales pitch, It's more about critically analyzing the viability and the mechanics behind their claims.
Exactly. Leveraging custom AI for supposedly fast, automated email list building and growth.
Yeah.
And I think it's crucial we distinguish between, let's say, the marketing hype and what might be genuine technological leverage here.
Definitely.
We need to distill the specific claims, look at the structure of the system they're proposing, and really assess the tools they're offering.
And the core of it seems to be this promise of set it and forget it list building, or maybe minimal effort is more accurate.
That's a $1 million question, isn't it? Especially now with AI being everywhere.
So the central claim, the anchor for this whole thing, comes from the founders, Justin and Brenda Glover. They're basically saying AI has fundamentally changed the game. It offers, and I'm quoting here, regular people a chance to build an email list that grows itself.
And they're explicitly targeting folks who are, tired of chasing funnels and buying endless courses.
Yeah, that really resonates with a lot of online business struggles.
It's definitely the counter pitch to that hustle culture we see so much in digital marketing. They're promising predictable, automated results without the usual grind.
The grind that defines so much solo entrepreneurship, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so let's unpack the core results, the metrics they're using to back this up. They claim using this system generated $94,113 in just 11 weeks.
$94,000.
While building it live, apparently. And for the user, the claim is the system can deliver 100 or more new subscribers every single day.
Those are definitely attention-grabbing numbers, big numbers.
Yeah.
But that's the after picture, right? To really get the significance of what they're offering, we need to understand their before.
Their origin story.
Exactly. The source material talks about Justin working over 100 hours a week across 3 jobs back in 2009. Super exhausting.
Wow.
And Brenda leaving a demanding teaching career. So they definitely experienced that firsthand stress and, the time drain of trying to build something traditionally.
So they've been through the ringer. They built successful businesses, made millions apparently.
Right. Lists into the millions, helped loads of businesses.
But then they hit that wall. The realization that, and this is another quote, making millions of dollars isn't worth it when you have to hustle and grind 24/7.
And that context, that burnout story, it gives their pivot to automation some real weight, some credibility.
It really does. It frames their push to simplify strategic email systems using what they call groundbreaking AI technology.
Yeah, it makes sense why they'd seek that out. But, that leads us straight to probably the most extraordinary claim they make regarding this simplification.
The time commitment.
Bingo. And the time commitment.
Okay, so the source material claims the entire system can be managed in under 30 minutes per day.
Right.
And get this, only 5 minutes a day of simple daily management is needed to keep it growing consistently.
Okay, we really need to pause on that 5-minute claim.
Feels a bit light.
It feels very light. I mean, in the context of custom GPTs and AI content generation, 5 minutes is likely the maintenance time.
What do you mean by maintenance?
Like the time it takes to click generate on the AI tool and maybe hit send on the email.
Okay.
But the source material seems to, gloss over the significant time needed initially for prompt engineering.
Setting it all up.
Setting it up, refining the prompts for your specific niche and voice, and also the ongoing, manual quality control. You still have to check if the AI output is actually good.
Right. Is it engaging? Is it accurate? Does it sound like you?
Exactly. Even the best AI needs supervision. It's not quite magic yet.
That's a really crucial distinction for you, the listener. You're looking for leverage, not, a magic box that does everything with zero thought.
Right. Leverage, not abdication.
Still, the promised outcomes are tempting. Consistent list growth without paid ads or hard selling.
High potential for recurring revenue.
And building momentum without complex tech or burnout. It's the dream package.
It's definitely an attempt to redefine that trade-off, offering lifestyle and income, which they apparently learned was missing before.
Okay, let's pivot to the actual mechanism.
Yeah.
The product is the AI Scale Stack. What do the materials explicitly say this system is not? They seem keen to define it by what it avoids.
Yeah, they're very clear on that. It's not another course just filled with theory.
Okay.
It's not a blueprint that assumes you already have a product ready to go or a niche nailed down or a big brand.
Right, it starts from scratch.
And maybe most importantly, they stress it's Definitely not made just for tech geniuses.
So accessibility is key.
Positioned as accessible, yeah,
Right.
regardless of your current skills.
And that speaks directly to that common frustration, right? The grind route, as they call it.
Wasting months choosing tools, tweaking funnels.
Launching things that go nowhere.
Exactly. So the new era approach they're pitching contrasts all that complexity with an ultra-simple 3-step process.
And the promise attached is pretty bold. No websites needed, no products needed, no paid ads required.
That's a massive shift from traditional online business models.
Huge.
So if we look closely at their strategy, it seems they've ditched complex funnels and instead focused on 3 core strategic factors. And the AI is meant to solve these.
Okay, what are they?
First, owning your audience, which basically means focusing on building your email list, something you control, rather than relying on, say, social media platforms you just rent space on.
That makes sense. Asset building. Second.
Second, automating the hard stuff. This is key. It covers content creation, lead generation, the tasks that usually eat up most of a solo entrepreneur's time.
The stuff people hate doing or aren't good at.
Precisely. And third, creating a business that pays you before it's even finished.
What does that mean exactly?
It suggests the system is designed to monetize audience attention quickly, maybe through affiliate offers or simple paid newsletters, even before you have a big, complex product developed.
Interesting. So earn while you build.
That seems to be the idea.
And the steps to implement this strategy, they mirror that simplicity.
Right. Step #1. Launch your list the new way, using these 4 custom AI bots they provide.
We'll get to those bots in a sec. Step #2.
Automate your authority. Basically, using the AI-generated content to drive engagement opens, clicks, and eventually sales.
Okay. And step #3.
Build predictable growth, scaling things up regardless of your initial skill level.
The architecture seems logical. Use AI to tackle the initial setup hurdles and the ongoing need for content.
Exactly. So let's focus on step 1 and those key components you mentioned. The 4 custom AI bots included in the Inbox Ignition pack.
Right, the engine behind the automation. The source material positions these as custom GPTs, engineered specifically to remove technical complexity and, crucially, the need for the user to actually write much.
Yeah, let's clarify that for anyone less familiar. A custom GPT isn't some completely new AI. It's essentially a highly refined, pre-configured version of a large language model, like ChatGPT.
All right.
It's been trained, or, more likely, configured with very specific instructions and maybe some data sets. In this case, focused purely on things like list building mechanics, email tone, copywriting structure.
So the customization means the user doesn't have to write complex prompts every time?
That's the idea. It's like having a pre-engineered input machine designed for a very specific task. You give it simpler inputs, and it uses its built-in instructions to generate the output.
So it shifts the labor from actual writing to more like prompt selection or filling in blanks.
Pretty much, yeah. Or answering the bot's questions about your audience or topic.
So what are these 4 specialized bots designed to automate? Let's break them down.
Okay, first one is called the Clarity Magnet. It's designed to instantly generate crystal clear names and taglines for your newsletter or list.
So it tackles that initial, what do I even call this thing? Problem.
Exactly. Helps get past that branding analysis paralysis, especially if you're starting, like they say, with no niche.
Okay, useful. What's next?
Next is the Precision Profiler. This one apparently prompts the user to really dial in the details of their perfect subscriber.
Like their wants, fears, buying triggers.
Right. The goal is to make sure every email the AI generates later is super targeted.
Makes sense. And the third?
The Voice Vibe Builder. This is important for avoiding generic AI output. It helps craft a consistent, compelling voice for the newsletter.
So it doesn't just sound as a robot wrote it.
Hopefully. That's the aim. Consistency and tone.
And then the 4th bot, the one that seems to power that 5-minute claim, the instant issue bot.
That's the workhorse, yeah. It promises to take your idea, the niche context you've defined, your chosen voice, and turn it all into a ready-to-send email in minutes.
Idea to audience in less than 10 minutes is the big promise there.
Right. They emphasize that these tools are meant to eliminate that feeling of being stuck, overwhelmed, and financially disappointed that comes from wrestling with confusing tools and tactics.
Speed and simplicity. That's definitely the goal for anyone starting out.
Absolutely.
Okay, but let's talk economics. The whole package, the 4 video modules, the 4 custom AI bots, plus 4 bonus modules, and lifetime access to a private community, all offered for a, frankly, surprisingly low price of $27. Down from $97.
Yeah, $27 is extremely low, especially for what's positioned as 4 proprietary, custom-engineered AI tools that could potentially lead to 6-figure results.
Seems almost too good to be true, right?
We have to be skeptical, I think. That price point strongly suggests a couple of things.
Like what?
First, it's almost certainly operating as a high-volume introductory offer, a lead magnet to get you into their ecosystem.
A tripwire offer, basically.
Exactly. And second, it makes you wonder about the custom bots themselves. They're likely using accessible public tools like standard ChatGPT, but configured with really good detailed prompt templates. These templates, the prompts, are then packaged and sold as custom solutions.
So the real value isn't some unique AI tech they built from scratch, but rather the strategy in the video course and the pre-written prompts.
That seems much more plausible at a $27 price point. The value is the structured approach and the prompt engineering they've done for you.
That makes a lot more sense. Okay, let's quickly touch on those bonus modules. They mention an owned inbox framework and the platform protocol. What are those likely covering?
Well, the owned inbox framework sounds like the strategic content part, how to actually write emails that get delivered, opened, and clicked. Deliverability tactics, engagement strategies.
Wow.
The platform protocol sounds like the necessary technical foundation. This probably covers the manual steps the AI can't do, like actually configuring your email service provider, ConvertKit, MailChimp, whatever you use.
Right.
Setting up the integrations needed to manage the list growth. It's the non-AI admin work that still needs a human.
Right. The plumbing still needs connecting.
Absolutely.
They also include 4 fast action bonuses, like a 7-day rapid action plan and a list profit calculator.
Yeah, tools to get you started fast and visualize potential results. It's all geared towards creating that feeling of predictability and quick wins.
Okay, and what about guarantees? That often tells you something.
It's pretty strong, actually. It's an instant digital download, so you get it right away. And there's a 3-day unconditional money-back guarantee.
3 days isn't long, but unconditional is good.
But here's the kicker, the interesting twist you mentioned earlier.
Right. If you ask for a refund.
You get to keep access to the 4 bots free of charge.
Wow, okay.
That really isolates the value proposition, doesn't it?
It does.
If you decide the course content or the strategy isn't for you, you still walk away with the automated tools.
Which reinforces your idea that the bots themselves might be based on easily reproducible prompt engineering.
Exactly. They're the highly scalable component they can afford to give away, potentially because the course setup relies on public models and clever prompting, not expensive proprietary tech.
So the target audience becomes crystal clear. Is anyone tired of chasing tactics that don't work?
Anyone who wants predictable income with less stress.
Even if, and this is their big claim, you have no niche, no product, or 0 technical skills.
They're positioning it as this minimal input machine. You just turn it on, feed it some basic ideas, and it supposedly does the heavy lifting.
So wrapping up this part of our deep dive, we've seen a system designed to automate the, frankly, painful and repetitive parts of list building.
Using specialized AI, specifically these custom configured GPTs.
Requiring supposedly minimal daily management. It aims to bypass the need to learn complex platforms.
And shifts the focus entirely to owning your audience and achieving content consistency through AI.
So we've analyzed a machine promising to solve some of the biggest bottlenecks for solo entrepreneurs. But given that low $27 price point and the likely reliance on custom GPTs, the real question these claims raise isn't just about owning a business. It feels like it's shifting towards owning a specific skill.
I think you've hit the nail on the head there. Look, the source materials remind us that the average solo entrepreneur struggles, often working more hours than a regular job for less pay.
Right, the less than $5K a month figure.
Yeah, so if AI truly allows a system to be profitable and sustainable with only, say, 5 minutes of focused action per day, then the next frontier of leverage might not be owning the system itself or even the specific prompts they give you initially.
What is it then?
It's the enduring, valuable skill that remains human-centric. The ability to handle what comes next. The prompt engineering skill needed to constantly tweak, refine, and maintain the quality of these tools.
As AI models evolve and change.
Exactly. And to ensure that minimal 5 minutes of daily action actually delivers consistently high-quality output that resonates with your specific audience.
That's the human input.
That's the necessary human oversight and skill that, frankly, no $27 product can truly automate away. That's the real leverage point going forward, I think.